finding your identity is a huge part of the human condition. And
Yeah.
what does that really mean?
And you're talking about the internal identity.
Yes. Which
Not
really we search for our whole life. When you're searching for that perfect job, you're searching to be seen in a certain way. You're searching for that thing.
Mhm.
That thing you're searching for is here with us, is within you.
And we usually it's out here. It's that
100%.
job, it's that career, it's what I do, not who I am.
Yes.
Mhm.
And yes, we can have great careers. We can love what we do, but that truly is not who we are. Obviously, there's going to be bits and pieces in there of that. And what just came in when I said that was the amount that you and I give to people with like all the paranormal services are free, right?
Right?
We give a lot in that area.
True.
And that's who we are. There's a very personal piece in that. We're not doing it for the accolades. We're not doing it for any other reason than because we want to make sure people get the help they need. And
Yeah.
putting a price tag on it keeps a lot of people away.
Um,
I mean, there's even more to it too,
I mean,
though.
my brain went much more simple than that.
Yeah,
Healers.
100%.
We are healers, and
Yes.
that is, yes, that's what we do, but that is part of who each of
Yes.
us is.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
with standard professions, what came to mind is doctors.
Right.
Not all doctors fit this bill. Sorry, I am hearing this really bizarre tone.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. It kind of took me out.
Yeah.
Um, and it's loud in my head. uh,
Interesting.
but doctors, some doctors, that is who they are.
Yes.
They practice that art of healing in every aspect of who they are. It just like
Yes.
oozes out of them. It doesn't matter what the scenario is.
They weren't just smart enough to go to medical school. We've
Right.
all had those doctors too. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you were
Oh,
just
yeah.
you were just smart enough
Barely smart
and
enough.
yet, but your
Oh,
ego is fucking huge.
you weren't smart enough to go to veterinary school, but you made it through medical school.
Right. Whatever that is. Yes.
Because it's harder to get into a veterinary. It
I've
is
heard
harder to get into
that's a
veterinary
rigorous.
science than it is
Yeah.
into.
Well, and there's so much more. There's a plethora of different types of animals out there.
Yes.
Each
Yes.
one really is different in its, yeah.
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 Yeah. So anyway,
Yes. But I think, and I know I've said this, but I'm truly the happiest I've ever been. So, so you all know, Mari-Lyn had texted me the other day, "Good morning, how are you?" And I said, "Good morning, I'm good." And then later in the day, I think it was in that same conversation, possibly,
it might have been.
I said that I'm struggling with something. And she's like, "Whoa, wait a minute. You said you were good, but now you're saying you're struggling with something." And when I sat and I thought about that, because I was like, well, I do feel good. I'm good. And I don't think I've ever been able to bring it down to that very basic, no, I'm good. I really am. Things in my life, Pam is really good. It's part of this other piece, the career that I'm struggling with. There's a piece of my career I'm struggling with. And those two things, for the first time in my life, I think it's been the first time, I've been able to separate those two.
First time since I've known you. Yeah.
Because a couple months ago, month ago, however long, I don't know. I think a few months. If you would have said, "How are you?" I would have said, "Oh, shit.
Yes.
Blah,
Yes.
blah. This isn't going well."
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just like sort of dumbfounded at the whole idea of really being so secure with me, like never before in my life.
Hmm.
And I think we hear a lot of people, not just women, but men too, who have to, like it's later. I think that's another after 50 thing.
I think, generally speaking, I think you're right. I do believe that there are younger people who have that
Hmm.
and they're going to lose it.
Ah, I think that's normal
Yeah,
progression of being human.
I think so too.
And when you said that, I flashed on my sons, of
Ah,
course. Yeah.
well, oh my gosh. Okay. What we're talking about, that's why there's always been this big thing about midlife crisis.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
So, what I'm confusing
Yes.
is those young people who have that confidence and they know who they are.
Yes.
No, they don't.
They don't. No.
It's what they do. They
Yes.
know what they do
Or what they want.
or what they want. Yeah.
What they want.
But they
And see,
haven't had enough life experience to know who they are and to
no.
be able to embrace it
Mhm.
and kind of, maneuver through the shit in it.
Yeah. Yeah. There are kids, some kids have more of a sort of this, I want to say almost like a moral compass or something. I don't know what term to use with that, but they seem to really, like, they see a group of kids going off to do something bad, they know not to do it and they go a different direction and they go hang out with someone else or by themselves or what, like there are those kids that have sort of that still doesn't mean they know who they are.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that really does come with the experience of life.
Hmm.
And that doesn't mean for all of you going, well, shit, I'm, 20 something, 30 something, 40 something. You can always start working on it.
Hmm.
Always. Starting your healing journey as young as possible is always a good thing. And you'll get there faster or something, or in a more healed way, or I'm not sure what, because I didn't do it that way. I
Well,
didn't.
I didn't either, but, and I have had people rebuff me on this belief that I have.
Okay.
I do believe that this is a goal of humanity to learn as young people our value and
Yes.
to be able to heal. Granted, children can't, there's not the
Right.
bandwidth, right? You can't until you reach a certain age
Right.
to where you can start understanding. I do believe that the goal of humanity is to be able to figure out as we go. I just got my ass handed to me. What does this mean?
Right.
And come out of it with some healing. You're always going to have that life experience that kicks that wound. It's
Right. Right.
going to,
Yes.
but it's going to be an ongoing process instead of waiting until you're 48,
Right.
55, 63, um, and then go, oh my God, I'm so tired of living this way. I've got to start healing.
Okay.
And it's going to take a long time.
Yes. And when you talked about value, though,
Yeah.
that's to it for some, that's to a new level.
Yeah.
So There are kids, I remember, and we see it, but I worked at Starbucks for several years, and the new kid, there would be kids that would come in. You know, you can only hire from the pool of people who applied, right?
Right,
But but it's typically a younger person's job.
right.
I was older, but I was in my 40s. But um, these kids thought they had so much value because that's what they've been told, and it's like you're conflating a couple of things here. Like, no, like, I remember there was a big thing, and this still happens, you still hear it happening, how people are, I'm worth more than minimum wage. Okay, show me.
Prove
what,
it.
what have you done? What is your experience? Show me. But
Hmm.
they just, I'm just going to show up and I know my value and I deserve more than that. Really? Is that why you're late every day? You want to go home, or you slack on your job and you want me to pay you more? Tell me again how this works.
Hmm.
It doesn't.
It
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
So you have value. That, to me, value is what you can offer something.
Exactly.
And if
And
you
the goal is to start teaching the children for them to start learning earlier
Yes.
than fucking 45
Right. And it's
of
also
what
to
that
not
really
tell
means.
them you are worth so much just because you show up. Well,
Exactly.
no, not at a job, not in a job situation. Hell
Not,
no.
yeah.
And as an employer,
I'm sorry to laugh, but what just popped in my mind is children's sports and
okay.
participation awards.
Uh, yep.
Sure, participation awards is fine
When you're 5,
as long as you are still teaching the
yeah.
value of winning and losing,
Yes.
the value of what being a team is,
Yes.
the value of playing a sport
Yes.
is so different than, say, learning how to read or learning how to write. I just very recently, well, last week,
Uh-huh.
my husband and I are on the disc golf course, and I had a couple of bad holes, and it was starting to get to me,
Hmm.
which I'd gotten so much better at, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm on this one hole, and I threw two horrible shots, and all of a sudden, spirit like hit me with a truth bomb.
Oh,
Mari-Lyn, you don't understand the dynamic of sport. You never played sports as a kid. You
right.
never learned the dynamic of playing a game. Because
Yes.
what I learned as a child and even throughout my adult life is that when I learn something, if I can't learn it, I stop.
Yes.
If I do learn it, I'd better learn it completely.
Yes.
And not only do I need to maintain that level of what I learned, I need to continually get better.
Or just be the best. Just
Or just be,
not have an off day, not have an off this or an off that, because
no, because
you
you
take
know
that
it.
personal.
You know
Right.
it.
Right.
And that does
That's
not apply to sports.
not one bit. You're going to have a bad day. You're going to have a bad game. You're going to have a bad whatever the sport is. Maybe half the game you are, or you're just going to have a bad play or whatever. That's
Exactly. And
part of
there's
it.
so many elements in sports that are outside of our control.
Yes.
And that is one thing I never learned
Yeah.
um, as a kid. I never learned that.
Right.
And I don't care how much common knowledge there is out there. If you haven't experienced it,
Yes.
it doesn't mean a thing. And in that moment, when Spirit brought that to me,
Wow.
I was
That
like
was huge.
dumbfounded.
Yeah.
I I walked over to my husband and I said, "Stop. I got to tell you this. I have to tell you this." And he's
Yeah.
like, "You're right.
Yeah.
You're right."
And I want to add, the sports you have played are very individual sports. That is an individual sport is very different than a team sport.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
you're playing more against yourself. Of course, if you're, like an individual, like tennis, of course you have a component, you have an opponent and you're playing against them or whatever, but that you're still individually, you can't pass the ball to someone else because you don't have a shot or you don't have a this or a that or
Right.
something. You don't have a team around you where you kind of share that responsibility. It's all you. Um, but
Yeah.
everything still stands. You're going to have a bad time.
Yes. Yes.
You're going to have a bad shot, a bad this or a bad that, and that's life. That's
It's
really life
life.
everywhere.
Yes.
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 Yeah, yeah, and 100%. I think every kid, um, it may not like I remember because my kids, we all know, played a lot of sports. My husband's always coaching, and there were kids who just didn't play sports, and it was always so sad that you don't have to play the big main sports, the football, the basketball, the baseball. Like there are other sports or there are other things you can do. Kids need to, in my opinion, need to be in a situation where there is a bit of a competition
Mhm.
and you have to learn how to fail.
Yes.
You have to learn how to, okay, this person beat me today. I'm going to I'm going to try more harder, whatever, next time. I learned from it. Oh, I see what I did. Or that person's just freaking better than me and use that as an inspiration to get better.
Or not.
Right, right.
And that
But
I
when you're done,
believe,
yeah.
sorry, what?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I believe to my core, with every fiber of my being, that learning acceptance as a child
Mhm,
is critical,
mhm. Yes,
and it
100%.
doesn't happen.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
And acceptance in like on the broad scale. And I think
Yes.
sports is a great teacher for that.
It's a very, and there's a reason, like uniforms. There's a reason that your team has a uniform. You have to have a number because they have to be able to, like the refs have to be able to put whatever.
Right.
My husband never, I know he was maybe a little whatever, but they didn't put names on the back of the jerseys ever because you're not an individual, you're a team. That's how far he took that
Right.
sort of team
Right.
thing.
But I think that's a good lesson.
It is. It
I
is.
think it's a really good lesson. Um, yeah. Anyways, it's
But we've
no,
lacked.
better late than never learned.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes. And you do learn there is certainly that certainly if you continue on with sports, you know, um you really do learn a lot about yourself too.
I bet.
It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you don't have all the healing to do and all the stuff. It doesn't mean that at all. But there is a strength there
Yeah. Yeah.
that's really incredible. I played some sports when I was a kid. I'm sure dissociated most of the time and whatever. But I didn't learn quite that. Like watching my kids, that helped me learn better or learn some of that stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure.
because I had
Um,
to learn it.
and because I didn't have children, I didn't experience that. Sure, I went to niece and nephew games,
Yes.
but I wasn't involved on the level to be able to like watch it play out.
Yeah.
Um, I did play neighborhood kickball,
Aha. Kickball's fun.
and Spirit just brought me this memory. My dad used to take, home movies.
Hmm.
And there is a movie, we're playing kickball, all of us neighborhood kids, and I kick the ball, and I don't remember if I was running to first base or if I had to decide to run to first or second. And I could not make the decision. And I am like back and forth and back and forth. Well, you know what a struggle I have had at
Yes,
times in making a decision. And
yes,
it would just be like, yeah, I don't care.
yes, yeah,
Whatever you
yeah,
want is fine. Um, Man, that started young.
yes, yeah,
Being involved in organized sports would have helped me with that skill.
yes.
Have no doubt.
I know I've
Thanks,
told
mom and dad.
I know I told you this story, but our listeners have not heard it. So my husband has willpower beyond willpower. I can't even like I am so like literally jealous of how he can just set his mind to something and that's it, right?
Yeah.
But he does this um he was telling me to do so, you all know I swim. Well, we're off this week from swimming. So I've had to do something else. So he said, "Oh, there's this really good exercise called Tabata. All of you, if you do Tabata, I call it ciabatta, and which is a bread, but because tells you where my mind is. But anyway, he said, "Oh, do this one." He found it on the TV for me on YouTube, and he's like, "This is a really good one." And I said, "Okay." And he was explaining it to me, and that at first I won't be able to get through the whole thing, but that's okay. Just keep working. Just let it inspire you, and blah blah. And I started laughing, and I said, just getting out of bed, putting my sweats on, and standing in front of the TV is like I'm excited. Like that, I did it. Woo! Like I don't like he's like, you'll get better and all of a sudden you'll get to the end of it and you'll be so proud of yourself. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Just the fact that I get in front of the TV in my sweats, woo! That's it. I am excited. Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
I
That's
do.
that's
Yeah.
a completion for me. That truly like that for me is a win, a win, 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 win. Just getting that far.
Yeah.
But it just shows how different we are. He's like, that totally inspires him, and he tries to beat his time, everyone, and get an extra one in, and this and that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, I turned the TV on today.
Yes.
Woohoo! Got
You know,
there.
I so I bought a treadmill, just it's not fancy, it's really simple, it's just very
Yeah,
basic treadmill.
that's all you need.
And my God, I don't even know how I've probably had this thing, what, 2 years, and I am just now to where
You've been doing great.
I walk on it, pretty
Yeah,
regular.
yeah.
And I try to do on days when I treadmill, I try to do a couple of times a day.
Mhm.
Um, when I first started, there was no excitement. It was trudging and
Yes,
God, blah.
yes.
Then I got to the point of I gotta make this mark. I gotta make this mark. I gotta make this mark.
Nice.
I gotta do better. I gotta do better. And when I would have to do better, otherwise I would be so deflated.
Oh,
Now I have gotten to the point where I have a goal in mind. I
nice.
reach it, great. I don't reach it, great.
Nice. Very good for you.
Because what I've realized is being older, I have to listen to my body. I have to
Yes,
listen to me.
yes.
And okay, treadmill sounds great. And I get on there. I can't go this fast and I got to lower the speed. Maybe
Yeah.
some days I can up the speed.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
And
I'm
it's more than
so
okay.
happy I've gotten to this
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. That sucked. I only went a half a mile. Hey, I went a half a mile. That's cool. At
Right.
least I
Look,
got on and I tried and I did what I
yes.
could.
And turning it around and looking at it
Yes.
differently.
Yes.
Yes.
Shifting perspective,
Yes.
which has been huge for me lately.
Yes.
Being able to see it in motion and working, it's like mind
And
blowing.
really, of course, this does come with age, but it's really for any age, is let your body, not your ego, not I'm tired, but allow your deva to say, you're about to push me too far and I'm going to get hurt,
Yeah.
and slow it down.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is a tired thing. I slept like crap last night. My body, and so just any movement is great movement. Okay, I'm not going to
That
go as
was
fast.
yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
needed some movement. I had been sitting a lot and I needed some movement. And I thought, I'm gonna walk on the treadmill. I mean, I couldn't go outside. It was like
Oh,
95.
yes. It was hot.
So I got on the treadmill and I'm going. I'm like, holy crap, I can't go this fast. I had to slow it down.
Mhm,
And pretty soon it's like
mhm.
my legs are burning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I've been on here long enough. I'd gone like 0.35
Wow.
miles. And I'm like, okay, I can make a half a mile. I will
Yes.
go a half a mile and I will call it quits. And
Yes.
that's what I did. And it felt good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Good for you.
So
Yeah.
then
We have
I
to
slept
listen to our
so
deva.
good last night. Woo. Yeah. Anyway.
We do. We have to listen. It's not, she or he has, we've talked about this before, but our body devas have a life as well.
Yes.
They have, our body devas have goals, and just like our soul does, and some of you might, your heads might be exploding, others are, I'm sure, going, what the hell is she talking about? But it's true. We partner with these body devas in the lifetime, and our body devas have goals as well, and has a path and a journey and all that. We can't say journey much anymore. It's become so cliche.
It's such a yeah. Yeah.
Sad, but
But
true.
the body does have goals
Yeah.
and lessons.
Yeah.
And in that place that I was yesterday, to really listen to my body, and to switch what I was understanding,
Yes.
right? Because I got on the
Yes.
treadmill expecting to go a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles, and I went half a mile.
Yes.
So, well, I'm not going to get into all the main point I wanted to
Right.
make is getting to that point of really listening and understanding our bodies
Yes.
is part of knowing who we are.
Yes. And let that be your accomplishment.
Mhm.
Like me, getting out of bed, putting on sweats, standing in front of the TV. I've accomplished something.
Yes.
I've accomplished something. Yes.
And you know what? Some days that will be different.
Yes.
And
And
other days
actually, I
that's
have
gonna
been,
be it.
yes. I've actually done Tabata twice now, and I don't get all the way through, but it's no one's gonna get all the way. Like it's a lot to do,
Ah, okay.
especially the one you. Um, but even if I wasn't doing the exercise that she was doing, I was at least moving and
Moving.
sort of just staying in there, because
Yep.
my shoulders, my shoulders have gotten so much better since I've been swimming. But
Uh-huh.
I don't
Nice.
want to spend a whole week not doing something with them.
No, because at this point, it gets lost really quick.
Yes.
It
Yes.
it really does.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
takes a lot to get in shape. It takes like a nanosecond to get out of shape.
Yes.
Yeah, for it to
You know,
revert.
that's true with any type of health maintenance,
Hmm.
our spiritual health, our energetic health,
Hmm.
grounding. If you stop, if you
Yeah.
stop the practice of grounding,
Yes.
And then you decide one day, oh, I need to get grounded. You're going to go, wait a minute. It's not
Yes. It's
necessarily
not.
like riding a bike.
No, there's muscle memory to it. And it's more than we say muscle memory, but it's really more. I mean, all the
Much
cells
more
in
than
your
that.
body, your tendons, your blood, your bone, everything. There
Right.
is a memory there, and you forget how.
Yeah,
You do.
you do. You
Yes.
just you just do.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, I have
listening to
not.
guidance. Listening to guidance is a
Oh,
definite muscle that gets lost so quick.
yes.
Even when you exercise it regularly,
Yes.
it can get lost in ego.
Yes. And yeah. And well, I just flashed on this woman that I know who is a card reader, and she is a card reader. She's
Okay.
not a channeled reader. She's
Okay.
once in a while her channel will flip and you can tell
Ah,
when it comes on, but she
yeah.
doesn't know how to get there. She doesn't know how to get grounded, how to get into that whole business, that whole piece before. Now, I do want to say that's another thing. Sometimes I can get myself grounded, set, connected, the whole thing like that. Boom. Go ahead. Ask what do you got? Let's do it.
Right?
Other times it's like, oh
Hold
no.
on.
Yeah. I'm gonna need 10 minutes here. And you just have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
But that was like her. She would just push through, like, no, she was a tarot card. So she'd grab her tarot, nope, and then she'd kind of read and then they were always so bad because she was reading the cards. She wouldn't give herself that I don't know why that popped in. Maybe it's for all of us.
Hmm.
Whatever you're doing, there's going to, oh, okay. There's going to be days when your deva and your soul aren't quite connecting yet. Give it that time that you need to connect them
Yeah.
before you do whatever that beautiful thing is that you're about to do.
Yes.
Yes. Otherwise, it's going to be a struggle. You're going to hate it.
And the more you get to know who you are, the
Yes.
easier it is to recognize
Yes.
um, out of bed. Oh man, whoo man, I am connected.
Or
Or
I'm,
or holy crap, where am I?
yes, yes. This happens with when I have my grandkids. It happened a lot more, unfortunately, when I had my own kids. Thankfully, now I catch it sooner, but I'll start to get irritated with them and I'll go, whoa, Pam, back up, sister. You need to get yourself grounded. Do not take it out on them because you're not where you need to be. And I'm very grateful that that information will come and I'll say, okay, and I'll get myself grounded and
Yeah.
then I can be gentle and compassionate with them,
Yeah.
which is
I
which is nice.
it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
used to be the most impatient person.
Oh, not more than me, I'll bet.
Um, my my great niece, she's oh my God, she's gonna be a senior in high school. Ah, I don't even know how that's possible.
Yes.
Um, but when she was a little one, um, I I watched her in the days. I had her every day, Monday through Friday. And I'm I don't know what we were doing, but my husband happened to have been home and he said to me after she had left, I was sitting there watching you with Madison wondering who in the hell you were.
Yeah.
The patience you had with her, I I am just blown away.
Yeah.
And well, the difference was I was present.
Yes.
I was fully right there with her,
Yes. Yeah.
and clearly I had to have been grounded.
And
Didn't
she was a child. It's easy for me. It's easier to sort of go with an adult. You're like, you're an adult. Get over it. You know what I mean? Like there
right.
is. there is sort of that piece with children. Like the child's not meaning to do this or to be irritating or to be, they're trying to get a need met. They don't know how other than to throw a fit or to cry or to, run around like a goofball or, whatever. Like they don't know how to get
They don't
themselves.
know, right?
They don't know. They
Yeah.
don't know.
And I really don't remember. It seems like I was teaching her something.
Ah, yeah.
I have no idea what that was, how it was going, but the fact that he recognized the level of patience that I had,
Yeah.
um,
So you do have patience.
I
I'm sure is
I
what he was thinking.
do, yeah,
He does have patience.
he
Look at
does
that.
know how to do that. And I'm sure his brain is like, how can I
Exploding.
find that? How can I
Yes,
find
yes.
that? How can I bring that out more often?
Yes, yes. I think I told you once when I was at Starbucks, the kids were in, I think they were teenagers anyway, and um, my husband and one of them, my youngest, came to pick me up at work for some reason. I don't remember. My car must have been the, who knows. Anyway, and my son heard they came a little early because my husband's always early, and I was having to be on the drive-through window, and so I was, being really nice. How you do? I was being Starbuckian. It used to be that you had to be really friendly. It's not the same anymore. But my son was like, "Who is that?" And how can I have that mom? Like, what? And so we'd be at home and he'd ask for so like he'd say, "Mom, can you bring me something?" And I said, "Get it yourself." And he'd say, "I want Starbuckian mom. Where's the Starbuckian mom?"
That's
She's
awesome.
at work. That's where she is. I don't bring her home with me. Yes.
Pay up,
That's
bucko.
right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You pay for that thing you're asking me for. Okay, I'll be.
Okay.
Yes, that's funny. Yes.
He'd be finding the Monopoly box and
Yes.
getting Monopoly money.
Yes. But we do have different, like if you do pay more attention. Like I was getting paid to be that friendly.
Right.
So that was a reason, that was a thought that I would come back. No, you suck it up, Buttercup. Shut up and color. Stop complaining, just do your job. That's what you're getting paid to do.
Right.
And I kind of feel that way. I don't get paid to be with my grandchildren. That would be weird. But they're here 2 mornings a week. And I remember, like, first of all, that's kind of my job. I see it as that because they're not my children.
Right.
And I only get them, and they're only little for a short period of time. And I only get them a little, so just a couple of, like, and I'm a huge part of their life. I need to behave properly. I don't want to traumatize them. I'm sure you're going to get traumatized as a kid. Doesn't need to come from Nona.
But
So
it's going to,
it's going to. Sure.
in some
There are things,
fashion, it's going to,
well,
because that's
there are things that my son does. I'm sure that he got directly from me. So indirectly, yeah, they're getting me.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
Whew. Where did this start? Where did we start this podcast today? What were we talking
Um,
about?
we were talking about knowing
Oh,
who we are,
identity.
our
Yes.
identity.
Yes.
Yep.
I have written down here, just because you're offended does not mean that you're right.
Well, that's true.
That's very true. And there's a comedian who has said that. And that's not my verbiage for that, but yeah,
It's true.
just because I get upset about something does not mean that I'm right about it, or vice versa.
And
Uh,
it doesn't mean the other person's wrong
no,
because,
no,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's a triggered moment. If you're that offended, I would say is triggered. Not
Unless somebody is
always, not
purposefully
always.
being offended. this is not what we're talking about. If someone's
Right,
being
right,
purposefully offensive,
right, right.
um, attacking you,
Yes,
or that's
yes,
not what we're talking about here.
yes.
But
And
personal opinions,
well, when it becomes when you're triggered, you will go after the person, not the thought or
right,
not the opinion that they had that triggered
right,
you in the first place. That's really kind of how you know. It's like, oh shit, that person's coming after
right.
me now. Whoa, wait a minute, back up. I have an opinion. I have a right to it, just as you do.
Yep, everyone does.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
And no matter how foul that opinion is, how much, they have a right to their retard opinions. And
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, everyone does.
Woo. Anyway, yes, identity. Um,
And
that's a big one. Yeah.
when you know who you are
Uh-huh.
and you can stand in that,
Yes, I know where you're
another
going.
person's opinion is
It's just their
just
opinion.
that. It's
Yeah.
just that. And
Yes.
there's typically no reason to rebuff it.
Right. Yes. And if they do come after you personally,
Hmm.
um, you will, I know for myself, I can just like, what the fuck? Like, I'll immediately go to that, fuck you. What the, I get, and then it's like,
Right.
hold on a minute, hold on. This person is just triggered. They're throwing all their energy at me, and that's what I'm feeling, being as psychic as we are. Um, and even that, when people are angry, depressed, any of those, really any emotion, even joy, they throw that energy at you,
Yes.
but the lower vibration sticks to you. It hits wounding.
It hits
It,
big.
yeah, it hits your emotional body, and your body quickly searches for what is this? What am I feeling? Oh, fight or flight, or whatever that is, and goes there.
It,
And how you respond, then you have to back that up. So, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. This has nothing to do with me. I
hmm.
mean, now it does. Now I'm feeling shit that I have to now look at. Thank you very much, whoever you are, threw that at me. But thank you. I now get to work on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew, but that energy, the way people, I'm getting warm again. Whew, truth is coming.
Woo.
Truth. Yes. So,
And it's interesting how people respond differently to people's opinions.
yes.
Like me, total strangers,
Yes.
no, not much effect on me. I can't say no
Not,
effect. Not much effect.
no.
But people who know me, way too invested. I am way too invested in their opinions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. The more someone can hurt you, usually there's some sort of connection there
Hmm.
more than, yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely, 100%. And we've learned that a lot through just being on social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you just are. When you are on social media, we don't have a huge platform, but
Mm-mm.
that doesn't mean we don't get shit. That doesn't mean that people don't get offended and triggered and say things.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
One that in our line of work,
Yeah.
we trigger people.
Yes,
So
we do.
I,
Healers, yeah.
excuse
Healers trigger people.
me.
Healers will trigger the crap out of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So when I do get hit with something, I try really hard to look at it from that perspective of,
Yes.
oh, I triggered that person.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I did my job.
Yeah.
Maybe that's I was supposed to. Of course, I have to look at, what did I do, and was I
Certainly.
offensive, and men sometimes no. Most of the time no. Most of
Yeah.
the time it's just the other person got triggered, and
Yep. And decided to tell you so.
in a not very nice way.
Yes. And then some people, they don't say anything. I'm sure I trigger the shit up and I get nothing. No one says anything to me.
True.
But identity, yes, on how that's truly being able to stand in your own personal agency, no matter what's going on around you,
Hmm.
and know that who you are, but you're safe, your dignity is intact, and no one else can make you feel anything you don't want to feel. Yes.
Yes. Make you feel.
Yes.
We allow how we
We
feel.
allow.
And that is a hard thing to really wrap our brain around,
Yes.
especially when it's someone who's trying to make you feel a certain way.
Yes. Yes.
It's really easy to go to that place of blame. You're
Right.
making me feel this way.
Yes.
Well, no, the reality is I'm allowing it.
And that's abusive when people do that. And that's gaslighting. And there's
Yes.
this really funny, oh, I wish I would have saved it. This really funny little video that's going around. And it's this one, it's a this guy that does it, and he's on a date. So it's like this date video. And
Okay.
it's if narcissists were honest about who they are. And it's on one side of the table, it's him just as a man. Then the other side, he has a wig on and stuff. He's pretending like he's the girl out on the date. And it's hilarious. As he's the male him is the narcissist. And he said, "Oh, they're just talking and he brought her a gift or something, and he said, I'm going to keep love bombing you, and that's my way of getting you to trust me and to fall in love with me, and then I'm going to treat you like crap." And she's like, "What?" It's the funniest thing. And he's
I've
like,
seen it. Yeah.
"Haven't you? Yes, isn't
Yes,
that
I've seen
funny?"
it.
And
It's
then he's like, "Oh
hilarious.
yeah," and then I'm going to gaslight you into believe whatever, and I'm going to rip your self-esteem down. I'm going to squish it as far, whatever, because I'm insecure and I need everyone, whatever. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good one. It
Yes.
really is. It's hilarious.
I wonder if we can find that and play it on our channel, because that would really be funny.
That would be funny.
Because if you all haven't seen it, it's like laugh out loud. It's really funny. I'm going to look for that.
You should find it. That might be a really good reaction
Yes.
to do.
Yes. If
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
narcissists were on something like, yes, so funny. That is, we'll have to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they were, wouldn't that be something?
Woo! Oh my
Yes.
gosh. How
Yes.
vulnerable. I was just thinking how vulnerable to go on a date, a first date,
Yes.
and be honest.
Yes. I when I was in my early 20s, of course, that's when I was single. And I remember going on a date. This happened to me, and that actually inspired, hey, I was inspired.
Woo!
Went on a date with this guy, and he was very honest and said, "You know what? It's not I don't see this going anywhere. Why don't we just cut our losses and go?" And at first I was really hurt, of course. I mean, I was
Sure.
just rejected. But then I thought, after I was like, well, he this and he that, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, he is this and he is that. You're right, he wasn't my type. Like, I was glad that he did it after. And then another time I remember doing that to someone, just saying, you know what, I don't think let's just be done with it. I don't remember how he must have took it fine, because I don't remember. But that's not exactly what the same thing. But yeah, be
Right.
honest.
I remember a first date, wasn't feeling it. I ordered doubles. We went and had drinks. And we ordered our drinks and I said, "And make it a double."
Okay, that's funny. I'm gonna need the extra
So
shot.
I was passive aggressive. I was super passive
Yes.
aggressive. Super passive aggressive. Because
No one's making you stay on that date.
doubles are
Making you.
freaking expensive.
Yes.
Even back then, I can't
Yes.
even imagine ordering a double now, but even,
No.
let's see, I've been married 40 years, so this would have been like, oh my God,
Yes. Long time ago.
a long time ago.
Going out drinking was never inexpensive.
Never.
No.
No, no. But that was about as honest as I could be. If you're going to date me, you're going to pay for drinks. And
And I'm getting doubles and a lot of them. So I am not a cheap date. Imagine
never heard from him after those drinks.
that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Woo, that was a long time ago for me too. Not quite as long for you
Oof.
as you, but a long time ago.
Long time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Long time. Whoo-wee.
Yes, and I'm sorry for all of you out there who are um single and
Dating.
looking and yes, and have to go through. But you know what? I'm not sorry because that is a rite of passage.
It is.
Go out on crappy dates,
It is.
to sit with someone that you know it's not going anywhere or whatever it is, and it's just sort of part of it,
Yeah.
looking or waiting for that right one to come along.
And it is, we don't realize it at the time because we're too young, but it really is a beautiful way to start learning who
Oh
we
yeah.
are,
Yes.
who
Yes.
we are, instead of making the other person
Yes.
dictate who we are.
Yes.
How can I fit this
Yes.
person?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Learning, who am I? How do I want
And
to be? And
yes.
no, I don't want to. No,
Yeah.
no.
And there are a few hard no's,
Mhm.
but not to have so many that you shut everyone out.
Right.
There are a few non-negotiables. Absolutely. Like
Sure.
it, there just are, and you should get down to those fairly in the first few dates. In my opinion, does this person want to be married? Do they want children? Do they, there's certain things that if they're important to you, you need to kind of know that, and then you can move on. But some
Oh,
people,
yeah. You, I don't
well,
know. It kind of depends on, where you are in life,
yeah,
and are you looking for a lifelong mate?
right.
Um, but if you are getting serious about somebody and you want children,
There is a bottom line. Yeah,
learning that early is kind of important.
it's very important. It's very
Um,
important.
I didn't. I
You did.
didn't learn that. I didn't learn
Oh,
that my husband didn't want children.
oh,
Um, yeah.
yeah.
And the way I found out. Now, I want to preface this with I'm so grateful we didn't have children
Yes.
because there's no guarantee had I had children, I would not have been alcoholic.
You would
Well, I
have
was
been,
alcoholic and I still would have been an active alcoholic. There's active
and
alcoholic.
and being a child of alcoholic parents,
Hmm.
I can say how much it sucks, how
Oh,
horrible, just
it would have been
fucking
horrible.
horrible. So yeah,
So the outcome is, you know, is what it is. It
yes,
was meant to be. It was good.
yes, yes.
But the lesson that I learned was brutal. We
Ah.
were with a group of friends and I had made some comment about, yeah, when we have kids, and he just very
Oh,
blatantly, I don't want kids.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was not a great way to find out.
no, it
No.
wasn't. It wasn't.
And when I didn't want kids when I got married. A year later I had one, but 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 I so so yes, things can change, but be honest. I don't think anyone ever I don't think we ever talked about it. Do you or don't you? It just never occurred to me to want them. But then once I got pregnant, that was something different.
Hmm.
So yes, a person can change their mind, I guess is where I'm going. But
Hmm.
those are huge conversations to have.
Huge conversations.
And they need to
And
be
they can be
explored.
very generalized.
Yes,
They can be very general conversations when you're
yes,
getting to know somebody.
yes. But there are always a few non-negotiables. But if you have, and this just comes from me being whatever, I don't even know. But if you have more than like three non-negotiables, you need to revisit your non-negotiables.
I agree.
Like that is
I
like
agree.
there are going to be things about your partner that you don't like, or I shouldn't say don't like, that irritate you, not don't like, irritate
Mhm.
you. That's part of life.
Oh, that's part of life.
You cannot live with someone and not have something they do get the fuck on your nerves.
No.
Or and vice versa.
And you can't
Vice
live with
versa.
someone and expect that you aren't going to get on their nerves.
100%.
Does
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
Yes.
No.
And you're not going to change them. Get that out of your brain.
No.
Yes. And why would you
Hopefully,
want to?
hopefully you both will change as
Yes.
you
But not in that controlling
grow.
way. I'm going to change him.
Right.
Or I'm the fixer. I'm so codependent. I need them to be what I need them to be. I know you've never met anyone that way.
No. I do want to say back to, my husband and not wanting children. Had I known that
Uh-huh.
before we got married,
Uh-huh.
I am pretty sure we still would have gotten married.
100%.
I don't believe that knowing that ahead of time
Right.
would have changed us getting married. I really
But
don't.
there are some people
It,
that even I can tell you, even both of my sons. So one son has children, the other one doesn't yet, but just got married. They both want that would have been a no for them.
mhm.
If they were dating a woman who said no, not gonna happen, that would have
Okay,
been.
have a nice life.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's
Not
not.
at all. Um, but anyway, yeah. That identity piece too, and we're talking about being married and whatever. I
Yeah.
was so unhappy with just Pam for so many years. I have gone now do all the healing I've done and realizing who I was. I've gone to him and say, "Why did you stay with me?" Like honestly, like I was not the kindest human.
Mhm.
Um, it was, yeah. So anyway, hoping to go off into our retired years. Uh, uh, I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, and that includes being with him, the
Me
happiest.
too. Me
Yeah,
too.
which is really nice. We've met people, they've changed so much. The spouse did not come along with them and then
Hmm.
ended up falling apart
Yeah.
after they've been married 30, 40 years. That is not, thankfully, us.
No, I've not ever had the courage, so I applaud you for going to your husband and asking that question. I
Oh,
I don't have the courage to ask why did you. I have thanked him for staying with me
I've done that too.
through all of my alcoholism and
Yeah.
healing and recovery, and it's you know
For me, my mother was such a crappy wife and mother. She was my role model. That's who your role model is. Your role models
right.
are your parents growing up.
True.
You don't, that's them. Um, and she just wasn't a great role model at all. So, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Mhm.
sorry, sorry, dude.
Mhm. Finding our identity at any age
Mhm.
is brilliant,
Yep.
and accepting that that identity is going to change
Yes.
as we maneuver through life and we grow and we expand.
Yeah.
we are going to change, and there's going to be low times and high
Woo!
times.
Yes.
Um, and finding a way to just, not just, finding a way to stand
Yeah.
in yourself, within yourself.
I don't know who I can't remember who it was that I was listening to lately, but she was saying how hard marriage is, and she said there's going to be tough decades, and she was going on about, and I thought decades, honey, if you have a rough decade, there's something going on there. Like,
Alcoholism.
there,
Yeah.
there's a big issue there.
Yeah.
If a decade goes by and you are a sad sack, honestly, if you're that depressed and whatever for an entire decade, there's something more going on there. And I was just like screaming at the TV, what the hell? There's something wrong. Like, what? You didn't, like, no. Yeah,
And it's probably not the marriage.
exactly. It's not the marriage.
Not the
Right.
marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're that unhappy, you need to look in the mirror. You
Yeah.
need to figure out what's going on with you
Yes.
because that that should not be for anyone, married or not married. If you're that unhappy, um, I mean, I think the only thing that kept I was personally unhappy, but I loved being a mother. I have a terrific husband. Even though I wasn't always the best wife, I don't think he argues with me about that. So just be clear, but I see who I am today and look back at who I was and I think, oh
Right.
my God. But um
Right. And my husband says when I wasn't drunk, I was great.
I don't know what my excuse was. Yes, yes. And I'm sure you were. I mean, I love you now and you're not drunk. Yes. Yeah.
Ay, 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 ay.
So there can be certain areas of your life where you're not doing well, and others you are. And yeah, but identity is something that we all need to find. Yes,
Mhm.
without alcohol.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Without addictions, without I was going to say without wounding,
Mhm.
and but that is accurate. Who
Mhm.
are we without the wounding?
Yeah,
Even when
100%.
we're wounded, we're not
Yes.
healed. We have to look under it or behind it.
Yes.
And really, who am I without this? Because this is just a
Yes. And
addition.
start, and wherever you are today, whatever your age is, wherever you are in your life, if you haven't, I assume that if you're listening to us, then you are on your healing journey. But let's just say maybe you're not. Maybe this is your first time listening. You need to start. Let me just say that it's time to start. However that looks for you,
Mhm.
um, whether it's you start with therapy or you start with a healer, you start on your spiritual path, whatever that
You
is,
start with Fred's meds.
starts with Fred's meds. Start looking in
Yeah.
and help yourself. Help yourself get there sooner.
Yeah,
So when you are over 50,
absolutely.
over 60, you can really be joyful and be
Yeah.
happy with who you are.
Yeah.
I am so excited to go into, like I said, those retirement years being so happy with who I am.
Mhm.
Never thought I would say that. Never thought. Who would have thunk it?
Who
Me.
would have thunk?
Who would have thunk? Yes. So,
Whew.
oh, yeah, probably about done now.
I think we're about done.
I think
Yeah.
I'm kind
Sounds
of
like a
there.
good place to wrap it
Yes.
up. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Would love your comments. Please
Yep.
like, subscribe,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
all
Yep.
of
Yep.
that great stuff.
Mhm.
You can find us at tcseverydaypsychics.com.
Yes, you can.
Learn more about us, learn more about what we offer. There's a contact us form in there for reaching out.
And wherever you're listening, there are links below in the video.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if you're stream only audio, you can text us. We
Yep.
can't text back, but we can still receive your
Yep.
messages.
And the links are there too.
Yep.
So, mhm.
Yeah. All
All right,
right.
everyone. Thank you.
Take care.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye.